I hope he doesn't have to run.
Well, hello, baseball fans.
Safe from all foreign enemy attacks.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visiting Bowie Volunteers, batting first in right field, number 7, Nathan Garcia. Batting second on the mound, number 10, Isaiah Henderson. Batting third at shortstop, number 2, Joseph Vega. Batting fourth at third base, number 12, Noah Johnson. Batting fifth at first base, number 14, Caillou Dangerfield. Batting sixth in left field, number 9, Kyron Burton. Batting seventh at second base, number 1, Peyton Kalk. Batting eighth, designated hitter, number 19, Sean Lacey. Batting ninth in center field, number 11, Ivan Harper. Starting catcher, number 6, Michael Ortiz.
As the Beaver.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the
Pull up
starting
here.
lineup for your Lamar Vikings. Batting first at second base, number 11, Houston Cornish. Cornish at second. Batting second at third base, number 1, Jalen Humbles. Humbles at third. Batting third, the starting catcher, number 16, Nick Griffin. Griffin is the catcher. Batting fourth in center field, number 24, Cooper Barnard. Barnard in center. Batting fifth at first base, number 8, Parker Schutte. Schutte at first. Batting sixth in right field, number 12, Eric Olivares. Olivares in right. Batting seventh on the mound, number 9, Tucker Isbell. Isbell is the pitcher. Batting eighth in left field, number 6, Nate Rivera. Rivera in left. Batting ninth at shortstop, number 3, Jacob Shehorn. Shehorn at short. The rest of your Lamar Vikings are Jacob Holler, Carlos Rosa, Zach Woods, Ethan Barnard, and Peyton Browning. They are led by Coach Kino and Coach Goodman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise as you are able, remove your hats, and honor our nation's flag, remembering those who have served our country so bravely to protect our freedom as we play the national anthem.
We don't have audio.
We do. He said it's good now.
Do what?
right, Steve, we are ready for some baseball. You just said it. Let's play some baseball. Now, you're going to be hearing me off and on doing the PA announcing as well as over the webcasts. We've got Richie Sherrod up here also. We may be switching headsets and stuff around. Everyone can take a little bit of turns of different things. Leading off for the Volunteers on the top of the first inning, right fielder number 7, Nathan Garcia. So, Steve, I was in Amarillo on Tuesday night when these two teams squared off across town over at Bowie. There's a swing on the first pitch, and that'll be a leadoff single for Garcia. That's a first pitch strike, but not exactly the first pitch strike you want. But
well hit ball.
It really was, just straight out into right center field. The next batter is the pitcher, number 10, Isaiah Henderson. So, Steve, it was scoreless, I believe, in the first 2 innings. And then I almost said the Rangers. The Vikings batted around 3 innings in a row.
Wow.
Getting 3 runs and 4 runs and 3 runs. And they left the bases loaded each of those innings. So they strung together a lot of hits, walks, hit by pitch, and all that kind of stuff, and scored and put together a victory. And I'm trying to remember the final score was like 11-4, something like that. I can't remember. But they came away with a convincing win, which was a really good way to start district play. This is game 2 of district.
There you go. Oh.
So the pitch there was
high.
He showed bunt, pulled back.
But he called it a strike.
And he called it a strike.
Yep. So it's 1-1.
On that play, Garcia stole second base for the Volunteers. So the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. There's no outs. And a runner at second base for the Volunteers. And by AISD rules, because they have a contract with NFHS to show video of all home varsity events, we can do audio only, but we'll do our best to paint a good picture for you and let you know what's going on. Here's a pitch. It's in the dirt, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Catcher Harper had a fairly decent throw down to second.
Yeah, he really did, to the correct side of the plate and everything, but the runner just got a good jump on him, didn't he?
Yep. Leadoff runner's always fast.
That pitch is outside. The count goes to 3-1 now. Tucker Isbell, the starting pitcher for the Vikings.
Isbell was throwing strikes in warm-up. It makes a difference when you get somebody standing at that plate.
Sure enough, it's kind of like the place kickers practicing before a football game, isn't it? Well, he kicked one 60 yards, yeah, but
good pitch.
There's a swing and a miss, and the count goes full.
High fastball. But the Volunteers do have a man in scoring position. Base hit could possibly score him.
That's true. Okay, the payoff pitch about to be
Big
thrown
gap.
by Isbell. Here it comes.
Got him.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. The next batter will be shortstop number 2, Joseph Vega. Yeah, Richie Sherrod just pointing out that was a really nice pitch on the outside part of the plate. Got him chasing it a little bit. True. So now there's 1 on at second in scoring position. There's 1 out. And the first pitch to Vega is on its way.
Ooh.
That just missed.
Little high.
For ball 1. Yeah, if you hear it beep, sometimes there's a delay. But if you didn't beep, then there we go.
Be interesting to figure out this umpire's strike zone.
And there he calls that one a strike. That was kind of in the lower right-hand corner, would you say, of the strike zone? Yeah.
Good framing.
Nick Griffin, the catcher, framed that nicely. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. The number 3 batter.
Kind of sliding across the plate and caught that
The
corner.
runner's going to third. High
Goodbye.
Pitch. There's a throw.
Oh.
And just not quite in time. He got a good jump. He was about a third of the way at least before the pitch was thrown.
And the sun was in the eyes of the third baseman.
Yes, Jalen Humbles over there at third base. And you're right. I think he's even wearing sunglasses, but just looking straight into that, it's, you know,
because
you're basically having
it was
cornea
obvious he
surgery.
couldn't see.
Yeah. All right, here's the 2-1 pitch.
There you go.
High fly ball into right field. It's playable. And it's caught by Olivares. He's throwing. It's going to be a play.
Oh, yes. He got him at home. Got him at
Oh,
home.
yeah.
Woo.
Now, all of the fans in the Bowie side, of course, are saying bad call. The coach for Bowie, who's coaching third base, comes over saying he didn't tag him until he touched the plate. But you know what they say, the umpire makes the call.
And the umpire is explaining. He says he got him.
No runs, one hit, nobody left on base in the top of the first inning. So we're going to play a little music, and we have to turn down our mics so YouTube doesn't flag us. We'll be back in just a few moments. All right, we are back with the live action here. The Bowie pitcher just finished his warm-up throws.
That was a
Leading off for the Vikings in the bottom of the first inning, second baseman number 11, Houston Cornish.
that was a great out. That throw from right field to catch the guy at home, tagging headed for home. So let's start it off with the Vikings. There you go, base hit. No.
Ground ball sharply hit to the first baseman, and one pitch, one out there. Be a G3 on number 11. The next batter for the Vikings, third baseman number 1, Jalen Humbles.
Yeah, my memory serves me. Jalen played left field last year.
Yeah, I think he played some third base, maybe a little shortstop. I'm trying to remember. Tall player. First pitch to Humbles misses low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, bottom of the first inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
There you
Ground
go, up
ball
the middle.
Sharply up the middle. It's snagged by the shortstop, and he makes an errant throw. That'll be an E6, and Humbles will go to second base. Reaches on the error and moves on the overthrow.
It's a great stop by the shortstop,
The
diving
next batter
stop.
for the Vikings, the catcher number 16, Nick Griffin.
Shortstop made a good defensive play to stop it, but he had to dive, and then he threw from his knees.
Yeah, and Steve, I really thought that ball was just going to go on through, and he made a heck of an attempt at that.
Yeah,
That's
I was
the
already wanting to mark that as a hit.
Yeah, that's the shortstop, Joseph Vega. So now Nick Griffin, the catcher, comes up to the plate. He skies
That's
the first ball to
looper
left
in.
center.
Whoa!
That's toward the fence. It's caught by the left fielder who chases it down. And one pitch to Griffin, and that's an 7. The next batter, number 24, or left fielder, center fielder, Cooper Sunshine Bernard.
We got a man in scoring position. Sure would be nice to bring him around. Bernard is good with the bat.
Chops the first ball.
Oh, through. It's going to go through.
The first and second
going to go
baseman.
through. That's a
That'll
hit.
be a hit. They're throwing to home. They sent the guy, and he is out. Wow. That was not a deeply hit ball.
No, it wasn't.
And the inning ends just kind of like you did with the right fielder throwing in to home plate. All right, well, we will be back with the score still 0-0 in just a few moments. Leading off for the Volunteers in the top of the second inning, number 12, third baseman Noah Johnson. Well, Steve, here we are, scoreless after one full inning. Two halves of the inning ended with a throw at home by the right fielder.
Pretty exciting.
First pitch misses outside for ball one. Now, last night, Steve, you were here with me. We watched a JV doubleheader. That would have been called a strike by one umpire.
Yeah, that first umpire last night liked that stripe beside the right side of the home plate. Oh, let's call it time.
The batter
right here.
called time. He got tired of standing there like a statue. The umpire grants time. Isbell steps off the rubber, and he's ready to deliver the 1-0 pitch here in just a moment. And here it comes.
Nope.
And that's
he called that
strike.
one.
See, I was going to guess balls. Good thing I'm not picking the winners of the March Madness or the. Oh man, my bracket was gone in the second
I thought the
round.
other pitch was a better pitch than that one.
It was 1 ball, 1 strike.
He likes working that corner. Oh, hit pitch.
He hits him on the arm. So that'll put Noah Johnson on.
Got him right on that forearm.
I take it back. It's number 12, Noah Johnson.
So that puts first runner on base again.
Yes, that's a good point. Leadoff runner is on base. So that pitch just a little too inside.
Forgot to curve.
Hey, while we've got a kind of a break in the action, they're making sure the batter's okay. Want to list off some of our sponsors that are helping us out this year. Chris Rent's Insurance Company, Physicians Ageless Solutions, Cover All Bases Training Facility, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Luxor Staffing, Patriot Print Fulfillment, Green Oak Spine and Sport, Central Park ENT, Sutton Frost Carry, No Frills Grill, Painters USA, H2H Plans, and Redeemer Lutheran. And our equipment for the broadcasts, courtesy of a grant from the Allstate Foundation, in collaboration with Positive Influence and the Javier E. Nahera Insurance Agency here in Arlington. All right, new batter up at the plate. And that's inside.
That same pitch.
The batter is first baseman number 14, Caillou Dangerfield. That reminds me of that show Caillou. But it's K-A-I, then another, like a middle initial U, Dangerfield.
So the home plate umpire's calling time, going out, trade balls. He didn't like give him a new ball, see if it had that curve any better.
I think the other ball had a batter's magnet on it, and it was just
okay,
pulling
was
right
that
toward the toward the inside part of the plate.
Because he's definitely changing the ball that he's pitching. Of course, he put that same ball back in his bag, so we'll see it again.
Yeah, 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out, runner at first base for the Volunteers. Top of the second inning, no score yet. Here's a pitch. That's a strike right down the lower part of the middle of the strike zone.
Right at the knee zone.
And it evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice crowd out here today for both Bowie and Lamar.
So far, the runner at first hasn't given any indication of wanting to steal.
No, I don't think he's picked up a consistent motion from Isbell, the pitcher. And right there, as on a cue, Isbell throws over to first, and the runner gets back in time.
He's not taking a significant lead at all.
No, he's not even really to the curve of that grass, barely with his right foot there. Inching. There's a fly ball that's going to go foul off to the third base line into the bullpen. And the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Dangerfield's a tall, lanky player.
He's got to be every bit of 5'14", I would say.
At least. So he's got some bulk to get into a good swing, and that one went deep in foul territory.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Strike.
Oh, a nice movement on that.
And that's out on the second.
And they gun him down. Nice throw by Nick Griffin. What a great double play there, if you will, with the strike. And then the 2-6 pick for number 12.
And that was a strikeout looking.
The next batter is number 9 left fielder Kyron Burton. Yep, the backward K on that one.
Yeah, that's got to hurt.
That's Isbell's second strikeout of the game.
But that was a pretty pitch. It was a curve.
Oh, and it moved horizontally as well as the curve, right?
Yep.
That's not.
There's another good pitch.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. And the count starts off and there's 2 outs.
Thank you.
2.
Come on, turn.
I think you only hit it once. I only heard it beep once. There we go. All right, no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and now nobody on.
I'm more than a little rusty, aren't I?
Steve, you're not a little anything. You're 6'2"?
Yeah, just. Oh, there's a pretty pitch.
Oh,
and he caught it.
That's another
a good
curve ball. I mean, it curves and it moves horizontally.
Yeah, it's got lots of movement.
I know a curveball from a fastball from a changeup, but you start doing screwball, slider, cutter. But 0-2 will be up and out for ball 1. Not going to get him to chase that one on the 0-2 count. But a chance to
it's
get
fun
out
to
of
watch
this
that
inning.
slider come in there. Comes in high, starts dipping, and then turning to the right. And there's
a fly ball to straightaway center field. Cooper Barnard
is
catch.
there.
And we're out of the inning, still 0-0. We will be back. leading off for the Vikings. In the bottom of the second inning, first baseman
That's
number 8,
Parrish.
Parker Schutte. All right, so back at it, Parker Schutte, the number 5 batter in the order, will lead off in the bottom of the second inning. He looks at the first pitch. He thought that was going low and outside, and the umpire said no, that was at the corner.
And that's one to lay off. That's not an easily hit ball.
Yeah, you know it's.
There you go.
And there's a line.
Line drive.
Wow, right to the shortstop.
That's
Wow.
2 good defensive plays with that shortstop. He timed the jump just right. And
The next batter for the Vikings, right for number 12, Eric Olivares.
I sure thought that was going over him.
I thought it was just going to be out of his reach also. It looked like it had the right kind of trajectory, but a line drive. So now 1 out for the Vikings.
I don't know whether you noticed it, but he paused before he jumped. If he'd have jumped
First pitch is in the dirt for
on
ball
his
1.
first instinct, he actually moved and then
So he
set.
timed it well, is what
So
you're
he-
seeing, as
so he-
well as got the vertical.
Yeah.
That's a good observation, Steve. Really good. And a few fans keep pouring into the, or
All right,
streaming
Eric.
into the stands here.
Get us started here. Hello. Let's take a hit pitch.
You know, how did he? So that pitch went behind Olivares' back. He arched his back, and I think that created the path for it.
Well,
His teammates are probably saying you should wear that and get on first base.
yeah, you should just turn your back into it. Oh, yeah.
2-0 count. There's a chopping
another-
ball to the shortstop, picks it up, throws over to first in time for out number 2. Well, they do have a talented shortstop over there.
Yeah. Short is not where you want to be hitting
The
this
next
ball.
batter for the Vikings, the pitcher, number 9, Tucker Isbell.
He's made 3 out of their 5 outs. Plus, almost got the first one on that good defensive play.
Steve, I'll tell you something else that's interesting about Bowie High School baseball. There's
Oh,
a
look
bunt
at that.
just down the
this
third base
goes
line
strike.
and goes foul. Bowie baseball is interesting. When you watch the freshman teams play, they come from a whole variety of backgrounds, and typically, I'm going to say, just not the most talented group. Then they start moving into JV, and they're competitive, and they get to varsity, and they can be playoff contenders. So,
So they've got a good program, is what you're saying.
yes, they do.
Good developmental program.
They have good player development from freshman on up.
Third baseman didn't come in at all on that bunt. See if he tries again.
That pitch is outside. And
Come on, strike.
there we go.
There we go.
So 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on, no score, bottom of the second inning.
Can we do a 2-out rally?
Here's a pitch.
It's a
Tip
nice
the foul
cut.
ball, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tucker Isbell batting in the 7 hole. He batted in the 9 hole on Tuesday night, and he's in the 7 hole tonight as the pitcher. Here is the pitch outside, and that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Another one of the advantages of doing this several years in a row is to see the improvement of these kids from one year to the next.
Yes. Even from the visiting teams at times, we
Yeah.
get familiar with some of their names.
Yeah.
So time is called. Pitcher steps off the rubber, and everyone is back in place now. The 2-2 pitch is on its way. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. He scoops it up, throws to first in time, and that will be a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Vikings. Still no score. We will be back. There's a swing and a miss on the first strike. First pitch, yeah. First pitch strike. That's at least a second. Because a single off the first pitch in the first and a couple others. I forgot to start keeping track.
Ooh, another strike.
The umpire took a little bit of time to call that one.
He's given the pitcher that outside corner.
Pretty consistent.
Uh-huh.
Pretty consistent.
So Isbell ahead here 0-2. Here's the pitch.
Nice pitch.
And that's going to ring him up. And I think the batter knew right away.
He did,
He didn't even kind of look to see if it was a ball. He just immediately started walking back to the dugout.
You on an off-speed pitch like that, you hope it just goes low or stays inside.
The next batter is designated hitter number 19, Sean Lacey.
Just went right back over the plate. Beautiful pitch.
Want to thank a good friend. There's a bouncing ball to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws in time.
Nice play. Bot was hit towards the middle, went over to his left, picked it, throwed it. Nice play.
Well played. What a shortstop's supposed to do, isn't it?
The next batter, center fielder number 11, Ivan Harper.
Well hit ball. You can connect with that fastball.
I want to say hello to my friend Shane
Hi, Shane.
Moran over in Fort Worth listening to us.
We on, Bill?
There is, what's that?
We on?
Yes, we are on.
Okay.
You're on. Richie Sharp,
Sorry.
welcome to the headset.
Sorry.
Good to see you and hear you.
Good to be here.
1-0 the count, 2 outs, nobody on for the Volunteers. Top of the third, bouncing ball to the shortstop. Deja vu throws across in time. 3 up, 3 down, and we'll be back after we play a little mid-inning music. Well, welcome back to the webcast here. We are about to go into the bottom of the third inning with no score. Leading off in the bottom of the third inning for the Vikings, number 6, left fielder Nate Rivera.
Volunteers have had 2 on, Vikings only 1.
Yeah, it's been a real pitcher's duel so far.
Mm-hmm. It has. Ooh. That's inside to a left-handed hitter, but yeah, that's been a strike most of the night, but it wasn't on that one.
So 1 ball, no strike count to Rivera. That pitch
Way
well
outside.
outside. That was almost over in Dallas County. And the count goes to 2-0.
Just barely, only Grand Prairie.
Yeah, there you go.
Only
Just
Grand
across
Prairie.
the 360. Yeah, exactly. All right, here comes the 2-0. A foul ball hit over toward the bullpen off the third base line, and the count goes to 2-1. Richie,
Bill,
our
I'm sorry, Bill. Is this our first lefty, isn't it?
It is our no. It's
Second?
is it Shooty? I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember.
Yeah. You may be right.
Oh, Humbles is a.
Humbles. Yeah, there
yeah.
you go. Okay, I was just wondering. It just looks a little
Here
uncomfortable.
comes the 2-1 pitch. Chopping ball to the second baseman. Picks it up. Throws just in time.
Yep.
Tell you what, Rivera was giving that a run for his money.
Second baseman looked like he had a little bit of trouble getting it out of his glove, throwing it over there. You were about to say, Bill, I'm sorry.
No problem at all. Let me get this walk-up song.
Sure.
The next batter for the Vikings, number 3, shortstop, Jacob Shehorn. Well, yeah, I was going to say, Richie, your and my relationship goes back a number of years to Upward Basketball.
Yeah,
Over
way
North Davis
back.
Church of Christ. There's a bunt, drops it right in front of the plate. There's a throw, and that's a hit.
all the
He
way
was there
down the
before
line.
The ball. Infield single for Jacob Shehorn, the number 9 hitter, and he goes to second on the overthrow.
Mm-hmm. You know, really, and that's the second error on Bowie tonight that's given the Vikings an extra base.
The next batter, number 11, Houston Cornish.
Top of the order. Beautiful bunt on that play.
Oh,
Absolutely
that
beautiful.
was really nice.
Where either the pitcher or the catcher had to field it, and they had to determine who.
And get out of each other's way.
Well, the first pitch to Cornish on this at bat hits the edge of the strike zone, and it counts no balls and 1 strike.
It's a slow breaking curve. Houston, get us
Cornish grounded out to the first baseman back to start the first inning.
the first pitch.
Yeah. Runner at second. Fly ball to left field. It looks to be playable. He's making his move, tracks it down, and there's out number 2 on the F7.
2 outs. You still have the runner on second. This is where you got to have you got to get a base hit here if you want to score that runner.
The next Viking up to the plate, Jalen Humbles. All right, so Jalen's mother, Stacy Humbles, principal over at Arlington High, I believe now, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Used to be the principal at Butler Elementary.
Oh,
where
wow.
Our sons went.
Mm-hmm. Well, now your kids
No,
went to
you-
Butler. We
yeah,
went to
you
Pope.
Pope, that's right,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, all right, so the reason I said, the runner, Shehorn, at second base, he started to make a move. The pitcher stepped off. He was going to throw back. He might have had Shehorn.
It was gonna be
had he
close.
thrown, but Shehorn gets back without a throw. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Shortstop was sneaking in behind, and I think he may have had a play, but probably the smart thing, don't throw it. You don't
Yeah.
want to throw that thing into center field, and next thing you know, you cause more trouble for yourself.
With a runner at third base. And yep. All right.
Move though on the part of the pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball goes foul over toward the visitor dugout off the first base line. And now Humbles finds himself in an 0-2 hole. He's the number 2 batter. He reached on an error, bad throw by the shortstop back in the first inning. And he was picked at home. Yeah. 0-2 pitch outside for ball 1.
Catcher tried to frame that. I think the catcher was hoping to maybe get one of those calls for him as well.
Yeah, and Richie, it's interesting. And my son David, who's a catcher, now he's playing college ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's told me a lot about that, and you just kind of watch how much the catcher moves the glove, and if they overdo it. That pitch almost hit the mascot. That was way up and out, and the count goes 2-2. And I've
Bench is beginning to do a little harassment.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. That's Shehorn, who reached on the bunt, advanced on the overthrow. High fly ball, that's going to go foul
Well
out
foul.
of play.
I hope
That
not.
was my vehicle.
Hope
No,
that wasn't
not.
my car.
So the count stays even at 2-2 with that foul ball. There's a throw back to second, and he ducked
Close.
under it. Yeah. If he had thrown that, you're right, Steve. If he had thrown that low, he might have had him because He kind of like slid and almost stopped before the back. Shehorn did. Pitcher facing now, focusing on the batter. 2-2 pitch. That's outside.
Yep.
And the count goes full. Well, that's one of those that has the Bowie fans a little frustrated.
Yeah, if you're a Volunteer fan, you want that call. Of course, if you're the Vikings, you're thinking that's well outside.
And if you're the batter, you might think about trying to get a piece of the rock there, not to mention another insurance company back in the day. Here's the full count pitch.
There you go.
Fly ball to right center field. No, it's to the right fielder, and he'll get it on the F9 to end the inning.
Pretty good pitch to hit. Just
he drove it deep, gave it a ride. Still no score. We'll be back. Leading off in the top of the fourth inning, number 7, Nathan Garcia. Now their leadoff batter is coming up to start off the top of the fourth inning. We still have no score. A real pitcher's duel coming in here. Only 5 batters reaching first base so far, and only 3 of those on hits, and one of those was a bunt. There's a swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. First pitch strike for Isbell to start off the fourth inning.
Bill, I think both of these teams are looking at the first inning and saying, man, we really should have scored then.
Yes. We stranded one, they stranded one, and both had someone picked at home. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Barnard picks it up. Not going to be able to get there. That's an infield single because he reached before, and there was a high throw, but he's not going to advance, so no error actually on that, but an infield single for number 7.
Nice pick by the shortstop. That's probably one that you put in your pocket, not try to throw it. And I want to point out what a great job backing up the play by the catcher, because if he's not there, you've got no outs and runner on second.
That's a very good point. The next batter, number 10, Isaiah Henderson. Yeah, that's a really good thing to point out because, you know, some people kind of just, the catcher just catches the ball and throws it back, but they're doing a lot, including hauling over there to back up that throw. You're right.
Leadoff runner tried to steal last time. See if they, throw over to first.
Throw over, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, do it. You got it, man. Say it. Throw over to first base, gets back in time. The batter, Isaiah Henderson, he struck out swinging back in the first inning. And there's an inside corner pitch for strike 1.
You can really tell the difference between his off-speed pitches and his fastball.
Did you hit it by chance? Okay. There's some lag sometimes in that scoreboard. It'll get there. If it beeps, it'll get there eventually. There it is.
Hamster's
I don't understand
running.
why it does that sometimes. Oh, the 0-1 pitch. The batter ducked down a little bit. He didn't drop his bat very much. I've seen it happen already this season in some tournaments. High pitch, and the batter doesn't drop the bat, and it's a foul ball. Or a bunt if it goes the correct direction.
True.
Yeah. The 1-1 pitch.
Ground
Ball. Oh, right between Jacob Shehorn's legs, so he'll reach on the error.
Ball was hit pretty sharply, but that's probably a double play type play right
you're
there.
At least going to get the lead runner.
Yeah, Steve's pointing out he's
The next batter, number 2, Joseph Vega.
wasn't down on the ball, tried to pick that, throw it over to second before he actually had control of the ball. So now you got runners on first and second, nobody out. Third place hitter up for the Volunteers.
Vega flew out to the right fielder in the first inning. Oh, there's a pass ball that's going to advance the runners to second and third. Well, that takes away the force plays opportunities.
Well, you know, if you're the pitcher here, you just have to focus on the batter now. You know, you're not going to have anybody stealing. Most likely, I guess you could steal home, but just focus on the batter.
Here's the 1-0 pitch coming. High fly ball towards right field. Olivares is tracking it down. He has it. There's a gonna no. He threw on a rope from shallow right field to the plate. The runner at third was acting like he might go, but remembered, I think, that guy threw us out before.
I think he was just trying to lure him to make that throw, see if it's maybe airmails it over the catcher's head or something like that.
Though, if that had been a double play like we ended the first inning.
Agreed.
Number 12, Noah Johnson.
Still runners on first and second. Now 1 out. Fourth place hitter.
12 got hit by a pitch in the second inning. There's a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. So he got on, and then he was picked on a throwdown by Nick Griffin to the shortstop, trying to steal second. No balls, 1 strike, 2 on. There's a foul ball, and now Isbell is ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third. This is the biggest threat of the day for either team to possibly score. There's only 1 out. You'd have to have an unconventional double play to end this inning on this.
Well, the infield is way in, and so everybody on the infield is ready to field that and throw straight to home. Obviously, if the third base runner is on his way.
Yeah.
Not sure if he's going to go directly on contact or if he's going to wait to see if it.
They probably wait to see if it clears the infield.
Yep.
That pitch misses. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes because there's only 1 out, and you don't have a force, so you do have a safety net of not running right away on contact. Correct. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that hits him.
Oh, boy. And
the bases are now loaded.
He didn't make much of an effort to get out of the way. I think he was just fine with taking that pitch. Off-speed pitch.
Yeah.
Hit him pretty lightly.
You know, of all the pitches I got hit by when I was in Little League, that would have been a good one to get hit by.
Yeah, those don't leave quite the well.
Next batter, number 14, Caillou Dangerfield.
Shortstop and second. Yeah, just the corners are playing in now because now you have your shot to force and get your double play.
Yeah, shortstop and second base deep. The corner's in. 1 out, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Foul ball goes out of play. Another first pitch strike, yeah. And no balls and 1 strike.
And Steve was just mentioning these are good strikes too. It's not just throw them down the middle of the plate. These are strikes on the outside part of the plate.
A really good observation there. Here's a pitch. Line drive, going to be a base hit. That's going to score 1 run.
Yep. Solid hit.
Scoring
line
on the
drive.
play, Nathan Garcia.
Solid hit, a line drive between the first baseman and the second baseman. Nice